Michael Ramabeletsa.
Oh,
Have I pronounced it right?
Yeah, perfect.
I had to practice it quite a lot. Because I've seen it spelled alternatively. I've been calling you Ramabeletsa all week, but now I've realised there's a
Beletsa, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It sounds
How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm doing well, thanks.
Finally, it's fight time. It was. I remember seeing you when the fight was postponed initially on the Heffron Bentley show, and your face dropped and you were very sad. And Kev Marie, everyone was just gutted. Talk me through the emotions of the fight falling through and then the fight being rescheduled.
Oh man, it was tough. It was tough. It was a difficult time actually. Just been working so long, and all of a sudden, you know, this COVID-19, you can't avoid it. It just happened to everyone. So I just had to take it to the chin. It was tough, but I have to take it to the chin and hope for the best.
You seem to have quite a very positive mindset. I mean, you didn't know for sure at that point that you were going to get the fight in before Christmas. You didn't know, financially, would you be getting presents for your kids, etc., or significant amount of presents. But you kept a positive mindset through that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I'm just a positive person actually. I always believe everything happens for a reason, and I always have that hope that fight may happen, and I don't know why. I've got that belief that whatever happens for a reason, and I still believe that if this fight was meant to happen, it will happen again. So, especially, I communicate with my manager all the time. So, he's always giving me the high hopes all the time. Says, Mike, listen, well, I'll try my best and see what I can do. And I always have the beliefs and the hopes all the time. So, yeah, I'm a positive person all the time. Anything comes, I take it as a challenge. So, yeah.
It's good. It's refreshing. What do you know about Chris Bourke?
I've seen Chris, his last fight. He's a good kid, good upcoming prospect, which is probably he'll be a champion after this fight. Probably, yeah, he'll get his chance to become a champion. I can tell he will be a champion one day.
But he won't be champion against you.
No. This is. I believe this is my time. This is the fight that this is opportunity that I've been waiting for all my life, all my career, and here it comes, and I can't let it go.
You've been quite an avoided fighter as well. Why do you think you've been avoided? Obviously, Chris Bourke, hats off to him. He's taken the fight.
I take my head off for Chris Bourke, definitely. I don't want to lie. His team and himself as well. He shows that he believes that he wants to be a champion, and he took the fight because he wants to be a champion. He didn't take the fight just because he just want to get a paycheck or whatever. No, definitely he believes that he's going to be a champion, and that's how it is. I've been avoided so many times, but I don't know why. They know why, but I can't say anything for them. But it was hard for me to get the fight and pulling out and all kind of things, but it is what it is. What can I do? Especially when you don't have a top promoter, it's tough. It's tough, but I always believe and keep working, thinking one day the chance will come, no matter what. I always say they can run, but they can't hide. When the time comes, it will come, and nobody will stop it.
There was a moment in 2017 where you lost 2 fights on the bounce. You must have been 36, 37 years old. There must have been a temptation to call it a day.
Yeah, sometimes it comes, especially when I know I won the fight. That's the problem. If I got beat up on the fight, then I'll say, fair enough, probably now I don't have what it takes anymore. But when you get robbed, I always believe my time will come. It doesn't matter how long it takes. My lifestyle, I don't just live the life in the clubs and all that. I'm very, very disciplined person. I look after myself. So I always, if there's no injury, the only thing that can stop me probably is the injury. But without injury, nothing can stop me. I'm feeling great. I live a good life, and listen, the sky's the limit.
How many of these losses that you've had, how many of them do you think are legit, where you've walked away and said...
I would say, out of all my fight, I would say I'll give you 3 probably.
3?
I've lost, yeah.
And it's 18 losses, is that right, that you've got?
17.
17 losses.
So I've lost 3 or 2 fights out of all those fights. Which is, those, I said, 2 of them probably were close, either way. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Difficult life of an away fighter.
Difficult life, especially when you're fighting as an away fighter. Probably they end up taking you as a journeyman, so they're thinking you just come in to just get paycheck and go home. So that's how it is, and I'll never be a journeyman, and I'll never be one. I've never had that mentality. You know, I've never ever even a single day. Just that maybe you work with the wrong people. Sometimes that's how it is, you know, but it is what it is.
How important is it to win this fight for you on Saturday night?
Very, very important. Very, very, very important for myself, my kids. This is the fight for my family. It's very, very important. So I've got to do whatever it takes.
I know I don't want to take you to that place necessarily of if you lose, but you must have thought about it. You've been in positions before where you've lost several fights. What would happen next?
I'll tell you the truth. I've never thought about it on this fight. Even my mate, he says, Mike, if let's say if I said, you don't talk to me in that way. That language, I don't want it. If it doesn't work with me. So if whatever happens, it happens, but it's not even existing in my mind at the minute. You know, I just thinking about winning. The only, I don't know what it is that makes me lose. I don't know, but I don't think about losing.
Certainly not mentality.
Yeah, I don't think of losing, and this is the huge opportunity for me. Just to shows that in life you don't need to give up just because of you haven't achieved your goals as a certain level, or maybe just compare. I never compare myself with anybody. You know, if I was comparing myself with anybody, I was gonna quit long time. So I don't never compare myself with anybody. Stay on my lane, and I do what I do, and I always believe if it's your time or whatever you're working for, it will come. So that's what I always believe in. So this is my time, I think.
So you're the English champion at the moment.
Yeah.
There'll be another belt on the line on Saturday night, and I understand you've just got British citizenship as well. So you must have the British title in your sights.
I would say God is great, man. It's amazing. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but as long as you committed yourself into whatever you committed into, and you believe that it will happen one day, it will happen. So I just, like I said before, this fight, it's the fight that I want to dedicate it to the underdogs, or people who end up stopping chasing their dreams just because of maybe they've been told they can't achieve it. It's too late for them, or whatever the reason. So in life, it's never too late to achieve whatever you want to achieve, as long as you believe in what you're doing. It's just a matter of time.
I'll ask you one last question. Are you surprised that Chris Bork has taken this fight?
I'm not surprised, to be honest. You know, as a prospect, sometimes, and you've got a good team around you, and they make you believe that you've got what it takes, and I'm not surprised, and that's why I said I respect him for taking the fight, and you know, I wish him all the best for this fight. Obviously, just he had to fight me. He's a good kid, and I think he will be a champion one day after this fight. Definitely, it's gonna be a huge experience for him. And Chris, I've got nothing bad to say about him. He's a very, very nice bloke, and I think he worked hard for this. And you never know.
Your last 3 fights, you've taken the O's of prospects. I think it's like 7-0, 8-0, 9-0 there. Yeah. They no longer have that record. So Chris Bourke is 8-0, and I guess if if you have your way, he won't be 8-0 on Saturday night. What's your final prediction?
Win.
Good luck.
Win. Thank you. I really appreciate that.